The high school basketball state tournament begins this weekend, and the road to the Tacoma Dome has been a challenging one.
It's always an exciting time, but the reason it's a challenge, there's a major shortage of referees.
School sports get underway across the state. One team is coming up short, but that team you have to play the game. We're talking about the officials.
TSSAA is down nearly 300 officials in all sports from last year.
Lower player turnout isn't the only thing local youth sports teams are struggling with nowadays. There's also a shortage of game officials all across New York.
According to the Texas Association of Sports Officials, almost 20% of its members from 2016 to 2017 members didn't return last year.
Officials say there's a shortage of referees, and it could be changing those wonderful traditions here in Western Pennsylvania.
Jamie Edmonds tells us why the MHSAA needs more of the black and white.
High school officials say they may have to start canceling some games.
New Mexico is having a hard time finding referees.
The National Federation of State High School Associations reports there's a shortage of officials nationwide and that high school games are being postponed or canceled because of it. Kids' ability to play games in their favorite sports could be affected. All right, time out. We've got to turn this around. Over the next few minutes, you're going to hear firsthand from a whole bunch of officials who were once just like you. They had played or coached or maybe just watched a sport and then one day started thinking about becoming an official. Listen closely to their stories, hear what they love about officiating, and pay attention to the advice they want to share with you. To start out, we asked people, how did you first get involved in officiating?
Yeah, so I got into officiating after college sports, and I did it because I wanted to stay around the game. I thought I missed being around the guys, missed being around the game, so that's what got me into it.
My son was in 8th grade traveling basketball, and I didn't think the officials were doing a very good job, and I thought I knew it all.
Well, just like the old story, you play, then you coach, and then you get into ref, and I have such a passion for basketball, I just didn't want to give it up the game, so I decided to go into officiating. Awesome. And being a passion, I love it.
I first got into officiating because there's a lack of officials at a youth event and they needed somebody to go out on court, and I got volunteered.
I was coaching for about 10 years prior to officiating, and I got out of coaching and I felt that I wanted to stay involved in the game and work with kids, and I thought this was the best opportunity to do it.
Well, I've played basketball all my life, and when I turned 50, I decided it maybe wasn't the best thing to continue to play noon ball with kids half my age. I wish I'd done it 20 years ago. I absolutely love it.
You don't continue to do something for a long time unless you love it. So we asked folks, what do you enjoy most about officiating?
The camaraderie with my fellow officials.
The camaraderie with the other officials.
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
The camaraderie.
The camaraderie.
The camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie. The camaraderie. It's amazing how many people you meet through officiating. Overwhelming majority, great guys, kind of lifelong friendships that develop out of it.
The competitiveness, the exercise, I love running up and down the court. I'm competitive nature, so it's competitive. It's like you always want to get the right call, and it's like they always want to make their right shot in basketball, the right play. You always want to make the right call.
The game itself, again, it's my favorite game, and it's a way for me to be part of it, and the action on the floor.
Working with the guys, being part of the game, and making sure that student athletes have fun.
First of all, it's an absolute blast. Second, it's a paid workout, for Pete's sake. And it's great to be involved with a bunch of men and women who are passionate about this sport and really enjoy serving the kids, serving the coaches, serving the schools. That's a lot of fun along the way.
We all benefit from somebody who has experience at something we're about to begin. So we asked some veteran officials, what would you say to somebody thinking about getting into officiating?
We need more younger officials. I still remember getting my son involved when he was 14 years old, and it was a great part-time job for him, and he actually became a great official and was doing high school at the age of 18 and college at the age of 20 and helped pay his way through college.
It's a great way to stay a part of the game, and if you played or love the game and want to stay a part of and don't have time to coach or whatever, it's a good way to stay involved. So.
Do it. It's a ton of fun. It brings you back to your childhood memories of when you were in high school.
I'd encourage anybody that's considering it to get into it. I know one of the things that pushes people away is the behavior of fans and coaches and whatnot, and really that's a small part of what it actually is. There's overwhelming coaches and fans are pretty good to work for. So
don't wait another minute. If you have an interest, take action on it. And it doesn't matter what time of year you're watching this. There's games all throughout the year now at this point. There's camps in the summer you can go to get better. Don't wait another second, because I count myself among that group that wish I had done this so much earlier in my life. So don't have that same regret. It's an absolute blast. You have no idea how much fun it is.
We hope seeing and listening to these folks talk about how much they love officiating will inspire you to take action on your interest. We need you. The kids need you. The sports need you. And your fellow officials need you. At the end of this video, there's information about who you can contact to get involved. So thanks for watching, and remember, heed the call, become an official.
Heed the call, become an official.
Heed the call, become an official.
Heed the call and become an official.
Heed the call, become an official. Heed the call, become an official.
Heed the call, become an official.
Heed the call, become an official. Heed the call, become an official.
Heed the call and become an official.
Heed the call, become an official, and someday maybe you'll be able to officiate Golden Gopher basketball.